match girl lived with her father in a small, cramped attic in an old, rickety house. The wind would often whistle through the building. Her father had tried so hard to stuff the larger cracks with rags and straw, but it hadn't worked very well. The only light was a single candle where her father sat for hours, carefully making the matchsticks. His hands were blistered, shaking with tiredness, and his eyes were struggling to squint to see under the small light. His ragged, unshaven and unkempt looks could easily mistake him for being an undesirable rogue. He hadn't eaten, nor had he slept for days.
Dropped them. Do you realise how long it's taken me to make them? And you've dropped them in the snow? How could you be so clumsy and stupid?
I'm sorry.
We needed that money for food. What are we going to do now? We have rent to pay, food to buy.
I was trying to.
But it was no use. The little girl knew her father well enough now. She could see the disappointment and anger in his eyes. He could hardly look at her. She'd let him down.
You'll have to sell more tomorrow to make up for it. And I'll have to work through the night to make twice as many matches.
I'm hungry.
Hungry? You should have thought about that before you dropped your matches in the snow.
But it wasn't my fault.
Go to bed.
Don't like him very much.
Oh my. The man is completely...
What's that? Who's there? I said, who goes there?
It's me, Father.
You've come home early. I was just trying to find some of your mother's. Her little chain and locket. She wanted you to have it when you were old enough. I couldn't find it. I wanted to give you something for Christmas.
I say, has he drunk too much? My father does that sometimes too.
Who's that you've got there? Have you bought guests?
It's just Tom and my two other friends. This is Mrs. Mass and this here is Gerald. He's lost.
Lost, you say? On Christmas Eve? Oh, no one should be lost on Christmas Eve. You're all welcome here. We have nothing. Well, I have my drink. It's yours if you'd like some.
I've bought a meat pie for you, sir.
A meat pie? You're a good lad, Tom. We shall eat like kings and queens.
Only a small pie. To them, it was a feast.
I sold some matches.
All of them?
Not all of them.
Yeah, but she did her best.
And she was looking after me.
Proper St. Teresa now, aren't we? Now, let's be having that pie. Fetch the plates, the cutlery and the glasses. I'll supply the drink.
There aren't any plates or cutlery. Her father pushed the chest back upright so that they could sit around it and use it as a table. He passed a candle to Tom, who lit it and positioned it in the centre.
How about a story then? A true but rather sad tale.
Suddenly, her father jumped up onto the chest, almost knocking the candle onto the floor.
I'm a working class man. The working class man I am. I've been broken, mended, patched up as good as new. That much is true. And even in good weather, I'm just half sewn together, just trying to fill my father's working boots. I'm a working class man. The working class man I am. Pride was gifted to me at an early age. Do what's right, honest, a common trait. I only wanted to be the best. I thought I was ready for every test, always trying to fill my father's working boots. I'm a working class man. The working class man I am. The lads and I were young and free. We thought we had it all. My father would shake his head in dismay, but I thought my life would be better my way. So he watched me from afar, wearing his working boots. I'm a working class man, the working class man I am. I got a job in a bank and life was great. I tilt my hat this way and that. I look quite dandy in my pinstripe suits. I even bought myself a pair of shiny shoes, whilst my father carried on wearing his working boots. I'm the working class man, the working class man I am. I met a girl one night by the dock. I suppose it was love at first sight. We talked for hours of the dreams we shared. The love of my life, nothing else compared. I thought those working boots were a thing I could forget. I'm a working class man, the working class man I am. Happiest day of my life when she told me we were having a child. I was on top of the world and everyone I told. Then, one bitter cold night, I did not foresee. She was taken cruelly away from me. My father was there by my side, still wearing his working boots to guide. I'm a working class man, the working class man I am. A year later, my father did pass. I donned a fake smile from then on as a mask. I searched, but no other job could be found. I longed for my father's words, which he would sound. The boots he once wore, now sitting by the wooden door. I'm a working class man, the working class man I am. Ragged and my clothes are in tatters. Making matchsticks to sell is now my story to tell. I'm mocked and downtrodden by the rich and their powers, happy to laugh at me from their ivory towers. Now I wear my father's working boots as my own. I'm a working class man, the working class man I am. I feel tired, worn, battered and bruised. My hopes and dreams long gone past. It's a daily fight to keep my child and I alive. Hunger, the freezing cold, it's a struggle to survive. My father's boots, now torn and filled with holes. I'm a working class man. The working class man I am. I despise the man which I have become. There's nothing worse than a father that can't provide. Drinking till I'm on the floor, because when you're drunk, you're poor no more. I'm no longer worthy nor fit to wear his working boots. I'm a working class man, the working class man I am. I've been broken, mended, patched up, as good as new, that much is true. But even in good weather, I'm just half sewn together, wishing I hadn't sold my father's boots. Tom, where is she? Where's she gone?
Tom stood shivering, staring up the snow-filled road ahead. Snow covered his half-frozen body. He hadn't left the spot where he had said goodbye until he knew that she was safe.
I passed out, Tom. I passed out. Where is she?
She went up there.
Her father looked up ahead, up the road. His eyes widened in fear. He started to run as fast as he could, the snow crunching under his feet and spraying flakes all over the place. Several times he slipped and skidded, almost falling over, but he refused to stop. He refused to give up. He ran for almost a mile before he came to a small gathering of people. They were crowding around something lying on the side of the road. Rich folk, all dressed up in their Christmas Sunday best. Poor little thing, one whispered. Such an awful sight to see on Christmas Day, too, another muttered. The little match girl's frozen body lay still and peaceful, half covered by the snow. Her father fell to his knees beside her and took her in his arms and sobbed.
My beautiful, beautiful little girl.
The crowd of people stood there watching, not knowing what to do nor what to say, until one gentleman stepped forward, a large gentleman with wispy hair, sporting a rich suit and cane.
An awful tragedy.
Can I smack him one now, please?
Her father picked her up and carried her back home, leaving the crowd chirping among themselves. Neither Tom nor her father said a word as they took her to the hospital. Tom still refused to leave his best friend's side. They watched as the doctor took her away silently.
Come on, lad. It's time for you to go home.
I wish that there was something I could have said. I wish I could have reached out to them and told them not to be sad, that she was at peace. She was with her mother in a good place. They approached Mr. Bramble's pie shop, and as her father began to walk away, Tom stood there for a moment, numb inside and a little scared. He held onto the angel in his hand tightly. Suddenly the door swung open.
You've got a nerve, you little brat. Where have you been all night? You missed all your chores.
Sorry.
Sorry? I'll give you sorry, you useless good for nothing.
He swung his belt above his head, bringing it quickly down with force. Tom flinched, but the man's fist was stopped by the little match girl's father.
Let go of me. Are you mad?
You won't lay another finger on that boy's head, so help me God.
He pushed Mr. Bramble away and put his arm around Tom.
You're coming back with me.
As they walked away, a little girl emerged from one of the streets. Small, meek and cold she was. She clutched a handful of matches, 6 matchsticks for sale, just a penny. The little match girl, as she would be known, stood on the corner, no more skin and bone. The biting cold air and falling snow filled the poor child's small heart with woe. In the mighty city of London, where there is plenty of gold, there comfort, help towards the poor, still remains cold. I wish there will come a time when fairness will come, and all the suffering will finally be done.